Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grunt Pod Gaming, and this is episode 14 of our Spring 1861 campaign. Don't have any new units for this episode, so just a small recap, and that's all we need is we just did fight the 9th Battle of Winchester, seeing off 2 more Federal armies. And I was really hoping these two would be drawn into it, because I was hoping that would be a larger fight than it was. You know, have a nice big battle that we have not had yet in this game so far, but it was not to be. So it looks like we bought ourselves a few days of breathing room, hopefully to the end of the month. But I don't know if these 2 armies are going to push up onto Jackson or not prior to my spring offensive starting off, which just about 2 weeks in game away. I'll be able to start making the moves I've been planning for months. But we'll see what happens. Vagaries of war and all that. But also, policy-wise, we are working on Revenue Act 2. Revenue Act 1. That'll be done in about 20 days, 19.2, 20 days. That'll start increasing the amount of money we have. Still waiting for Chapter 3 to unlock. I can't go. Basically, I'm not going any further with any type of acts until 3 is unlocked. Maybe war bonds, but I don't need the credit rating boost. Projects-wise, we got a lot of unlocked here, so let's take a look. Farm mechanization has finally popped open for us. This will give us that. Should give us a 10% increase in volunteers, I believe, so let's take that. Volunteers plus 10%, there we go. Don't need occupation, railroad construction, or suppressed population. And I want to take the artillery form, but I do believe we're almost there to rifled artillery. Come on, click on. Where is it? Oh, we're not almost there. So, as far as I've seen, I really don't need the larger batteries as of yet. So I'd rather bank up to get the Parrot rifles or rifled artillery. What rifled artillery give me? That's rifled artillery, and that's Parrot rifles. What is the difference between the two? This might be like 3-inch ordnance rifles and the Wireds, maybe. I'm not sure. So we'll just hold off on that until I get the Parrots or the rifled artillery. Like I said, I haven't seen the need to increase them yet. The size of those units. I do have to increase the size of the cavalry units, but I want that better artillery first. This way I can start building that stuff. Alright, Siege in Florida is still ongoing. Florida. Christ, I just said Siege in Florida. The Siege in the Indian Territories. That Siege in Florida went on how many episodes? Oy. So, yeah, these guys are still out here, still sieging. So, that should cover everything for now, and I'll be back when something happens. Alright, everybody, we're back. Looks like we're not going to make it through the month of February without a battle. Army of Susquehanna is now on its way to take on the Army of Shenandoah at the 10th Battle of Winchester. And they've only got 10,000 men and 10 guns that my reports are showing. Unless they have a second army behind them, I don't think they're going to take this fight. I have a feeling this is going to be the AI popping in and then retreating. Oh, there they go. Never mind. There they go. They are pulling out. At least they didn't. At least they actually didn't initiate a battle and waste all that time with the loading and unit placement. But I did just realize something. While I was off camera, I was going through all the units, and come March, I'm going to have a manpower issue, a serious one. So I still have a lot of one-year regiments that hadn't re-enlisted yet. So I'm actually about to lose almost half my men, I believe. Where is it? I'm about to lose almost 20,000 men in the next 3 months. So, about to have issues right when I start my spring campaign. I think Lee ran into the same thing, so we'll see what happens. I'll be back. And here come the magpies again. Now it's the Army of the James. With 14,000 men and 10 guns, and they're drawing off. Wow. None of these Union generals want this fight anymore. They keep coming down and keep pulling away. Their morale's gotta be bad. But looks like Department of Ohio down here in the top of the Shenandoah or mid-Shenandoah is starting to pull out because they were having attrition issues due to supply shortages. So they're marching back through the mountains. I should show them what type of casualties they have. But I need better cavalry in order to get the better numbers. So I do believe right before, about the time this finishes completing, I'll probably just go kick the Army of Cumberland out and take that over. So I'll be back when something else happens. Alright everybody, we have finally made it to March. It means these winter quarters should start knocking off my units pretty soon. The temperatures are still pretty low. I think it's about the second week of March that they'll start knocking off. But it's now time for the monthlies, which we haven't done in a while. One thing that did happen, really surprised me, is we actually bought back some bonds. Where'd that go? Yeah, we bought back $25 million worth of bonds at a 5.86% rate there. So it didn't leave me much money in the bank because we bought those bonds back. So you see a dive in the finances right there. But that's a good sign for the economy, but I'm about to spend some more money because some of my artillery just came in. Actually, let's do that right now before I forget. Let's add more Napoleons come in. Where are they? I got 55 pieces, but let's order one more set of 32. That's only $1 million. That's really not bad. That's only going to take them 45 days to make those, too. So, I know I'm going to need them once I start doing the artillery reform. Because I am going to be raising more artillery units for the additional corps I have planned to build, and I'm going to have the artillery reform by that point, so I'm going to need those guns. The farm mechanization, that gave me the plus 10% on the recruits, which didn't add as much as I had hoped it would. But I was able to recruit a 2-brigade division of Carolina soldiers for the Corps of Carolina, and hopefully once I pop off on the colored soldiers, that'll give me more recruits. I'll be able to get that 3rd Brigade in there for the 3 full divisions in the Corps of Carolinas. Speaking of which, I also had that cavalry brigade I'd recruited for Florida is available to go out. I'll transfer them off camera. Okay, let's go over the monthlies now. So their tax revenues increased by $18 million, which is good. That'll increase even more after I get the next Taxation Act passed, which will be in a few days. Total export last month was 787 versus 1.2 billion going in. That's closing, not as fast as I wish it would, but it is closing. Average corporate production over the last 3 months, 184 million, down by 9.1. Says we now lack coffee, iron, and flour, which is the main 3 things we've been lacking. Though it shows me as producing more coffee than we need when last I looked at it, so I don't know what's going on there. So the iron, I know I was short, and got to save up those subsidies to increase the size of this iron mine down here. Because I did pop off on that one subsidy. It took all the money out, so I got to wait for it to climb back up again. Because it's expensive to upgrade this iron mine. That's the only one we have, so I need to get that one done. Intelligence report. Oh, no. They were working on the Emancipation Proclamation. I thought there were other things they were going to work on first. They recruited additional 4,500 men in 4 brigades. This might mess me up. I don't know. So 4,500 men in 4 brigades, forming another army of the Missouri. They didn't need another army. They needed to reinforce what they had. And there's another 7 ships have been being constructed. Morale of federal armies is down to 87%. And it looks like we took out Colonel Oliver O'Howard. I still haven't figured out if this is maybe I was just looking in the wrong place in the forums, whether this is these men are dead or they're wounded. I don't know. Let's look at the nationals here. National morale for a union is already down to 87. That took a precipitous drop. It's probably just because of those 2 armies that just came down and just decided not to fight. Though their national support's still up in the 90s. Their army morale is down to 88. They now have 221,000 in the field to my 144,000. So our numbers disparity has been staying pretty even there. That really hasn't changed too much. I think that's the AI just saying, okay, they have this much raise, I have to keep X amount of soldiers raised. So they really should have been able to flood me out with soldiers at this point. They've suffered total casualties of 58,000 to my 26,000, or almost 27,000. Trade warfare and economy, I'm not really too worried about. Policies. Like I said, I was working on Revenue Act 1. That'll be complete in 6 more days. Then I won't be doing anything else, like I said, until Chapter 3 pops open. Projects, what we got available here? Okay, I do have Parrot rifles available now, so I will be taking that. Placing some orders for Parrot artillery now. Yeah. Just bought back some bonds. I think I'm about to lose all that. Ooh, we got 30 pounders available. I wonder how long those take to build. So let's do initial order of these for 32 pieces, 1.2 million. 20 pounders, same thing. 20 pounders only cost 1.2? That don't seem right, but we'll take that. In 81 days complete, that doesn't seem right. And we'll take 32 30 pounders. I had a battery of these in a previous campaign when you couldn't build them and you just slowly generated these weapons. I had one battery of 30 pounders that ripped apart everything on the battlefield. If you had high ground with a clear line of sight, enemy battery came in range, it was gone in minutes. It was glorious. I mean, only 3.6 million for, what, 96 pieces of artillery? That's nothing. I think it's more expensive to order rifles. How much do those 30 pounders cost individually? Yeah, these are all the same price. I don't understand that. I figure that... Okay, I figure the 10s would be 36, the 20s would be like 46 or 56, and the 30s would be like 100 and something. You know? Just because there's the sheer magnitude of these weapons. You don't really see it in this game, but like a 30-pound Parrot rifle is absolutely humongous. It's not even what you would have in the... It's kind of cheesy taking it, because these things are so large, a field army would not be towing these things around on the battlefield. You know, this is a siege weapon. But I'll take it because they're fun. And that should cover it for now. Actually, while I was there, I should look at the incoming rifles. So next reboard muskets are still 10 days away, so they should be ready for the spring campaign. And the Richmonds and Fayettevilles are still a month away. Alright. But the next order should be even faster than what I had on this one, because I did have the weapons production cranked up a little bit now. Alrighty, so I'm going to pause it here, and I'll be back hopefully with the start of my spring offensive, or another Union attack on me. We'll see. Alright, everybody, looks like we finally have a change of venue. Army of Mississippi, when I wasn't looking, left Cairo, came down the river, and is now attacking my Army of Tennessee outside of Nashville. So, nice little change here. Who are they leaving? Nathaniel Banks is in charge of them. Nathaniel Banks taking some initiative? I don't think so. He's fighting General Zolikoff, I believe that is. Yep. So, let's see what type of trouble we get into here. Time for a little scotch and smoke while we figure out what we're doing. It looks like I have a slight numbers advantage. Maybe they'll take this fight, maybe they won't. This will be the first Battle of Nashville. Or just the Battle of Nashville if it's the only one. Get rid of that. We're defending McConsville. What's the name of that point, though? It says Lytle. Okay, the points in between McConsville Farm and the Lytle Farm, but it's showing as Lytle Farm as the name of the defensive point. Where are they coming in at? Okay. So a couple of crossing points they can take. I don't like that. Because it can come straight down the road here. And cross right there, but they could also come up this way, cross up here, or down this way. But I got 3 divisions, I can cover all 3. Now I do believe this army's not very well armed either. No. They are not. Anybody that's actually got the 2 regiments that have good weapons. I think he just happened to be the last one when I was slowly cycling through the weapons with all the armies. He was the last one to get the Springfields. And Smith has the rifled muskets because he was a pre-existing Tennessee State Militia unit. He's a war-starting unit. Zolikoff here. Or Kirby Smith. Alright, everybody, single line, long range, initiative off. Call his division he has the Tennessee State Militia, so they're going to be in the center here. Now make sure the rifles are dead set. No, make sure the muskets are centered on the bridge with him off on a flank firing over. We have Hughie's guns. Just believe I'll leave them here for now, because I think this is where the main push is going to happen. I might be wrong. I do believe where it's going to happen. Holmes. I'm going to come down here. Actually, I could be dead wrong. They may just come down this road here. just because the objective's there. We'll see. Even with the lower grade weapons, I do have the higher morale advantage over his army. I want your brigade, I want the whole division. I want 2 brigades watching that bridge and 1 brigade watching this crossroads there. Or crossroads ford. And he still hasn't received a cavalry brigade yet. I'm a little surprised by that. Or they're still recruiting, maybe. I gotta look at what I've recruited. And this is supposed to be engineer brigade. They haven't. So I took the training manuals, and none of these units are trained, even though they've been sitting around for a damn near a year without having done anything. So I'm not using my points to build defensive works. All these guys are just going to start digging because they need points. So I don't know what the hell the point of the training manuals is if no one's getting any training out of them. Alright, that should cover everybody. So I will be back when we have some contact with the enemy. Alrighty, we already have our first sighting of enemy while my guys are busy digging entrenchments. And they are coming, I guess they started up here on the Franklin Road, and they are now coming down this road here. And heading towards the Lytle House. So I'm going to start shifting my furthest division down to support. You know, start shifting the cavalry the artillery over. There's going to be a good position for them or not around here, but we'll try. What does the ground look like? Really nothing good, it looks like. Yeah, we'll just set them up back on the road over here. They should have available firing positions that way. And just let the rest of these units keep digging. So kick out some skirmishers. I hadn't done that yet, so these guys can delay them while the works are being dug. These guys not put out skirmishers? Yeah, they did. Guess can't see them. What brigade is that? Clark. There we go. I'm gonna set you guys back up there in support. Just gotta delay them a little bit. Turn off their initiative. I know the skirmishers are supposed to have initiative, but I need to stand firm for a few minutes. Good, artillery's on the move. To where are they coming? Alright. Original route shouldn't come through there, but it looks like he got smart. I ordered the whole damn division down. What are you doing? The whole division. Come on. They're going to push across over there, huh? So put you guys on that stream. So I missed a crossing point there. I mean, if they want to come at me from over one bridge, so much the better. Don't tell me you two are hanging up on each other. Those are my 14s, aren't they? Yeah, 114, 112. Okay. Don't get hung up on each other. Is this whole division moving now? Not yet. Eesh. You guys are killing me. Oh yes, and his first combat for this entire army. Eesh. That's not good. I should have built those works right here, not in range of that bridge. This one brigade does not want to follow orders. Go join that fight. In there. Give you guys some time. Yep. Not happening. Alright. You guys stop digging, just form up on what you have built. Up a little bit. Come on, guys, get in position. Don't know what the parade ground antics are about. There's the last of my skirmishers coming in. These guys are ready to go now. Moving closer. Let's take a look there. Where's that artillery? Are you guys coming through the woods and not using the damn road? Are you kidding me? These two are still hung up on each other. Only two of his brigades came. I can't be angry. This this army hasn't fought before, so I can't be angry. You know, their officers don't know what they're doing. Though they've been sitting around for a whole year, they should have been training. So, yeah, they don't have an excuse. I want to send these guys around the river here to attack them in the flank, but they'll be too cut off from a command structure. Pull them up there. They're not coming this way. You guys are doing some parade ground bullcrap. God damn it, get your guns up here. Yeah, at least these two are finally on fuck themselves. Put them up on that high ground right there. Shots for you from over there. You guys are actually pushing across the bridge. Yeah, if you push, that's a slaughtering field right there. If you come across and just sit there, you won't get butchered. Hey, he's finally moving. These guys not have artillery? I don't think they do. This entire army, the color looks wrong. I think they're all pretty low on morale. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, their fighting spirit is, they should not be attacking. You know, I know fighting spirit to be fighting in the south. It is a shooting gallery. Artillery come into action before the army retreats. cold, not hot, just right. Already got him at 1,100 casualties. Imagine the slaughter if my guys actually had rifles, not these mixed muskets. Hey, my artillery's fine with action, at least one battery. Two brigades. Looks like they're stuck on the bridge now. I'm surprised their army hasn't broken yet. Come one, come all to the Nashville shooting gallery. Step on up, be the next target. You know, I just feel like this battle was a waste of scotch. Now, yep. At least the first battle modifier is going to be cleared out of the army. There they go. I'm not even going to bother chasing them. It's not even worth it. I'm not going to get them up to that 23%. Let's let them go. There we go. To be honest, the Stones River battlefield is kind of rough. You got to find... Both armies aren't starting in the same location. You got to find a crossing point, and you know, you're forcing a crossing under fire. It's never good. Wonder how many officers we took down in this fight. Still firing at this cavalry brigade. I'll let them. That's free XP. There we go. Oh, they had 20 guns. I just never saw them come up. Took out 500 of their cavalry. Total 1,700 of their 22,000 men are casualties. We lost 339 men. I mean, that's pretty goddamn good. Too bad I couldn't. If I had better weapons, I probably could have caused higher casualties. But everybody's got the mixed muskets still. Eventually, all of my armies, if the game's lasts long enough, will have Fayetteville rifles. But that's if the game lasts long enough. So as I build the forces, one brigade of every division will have Fayettevilles. Everybody else is getting the Richmonds until more Fayettevilles are produced and slowly phase out the Richmonds. Zolikoff becomes famous for that shooting gallery. Alright. Battle of Nashville has ended with the Army of the Mississippi retreating in panic. My commanders earned us total victory, the enemy army running for their lives. The enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 1,702 men, thereof 238 killed and 302 captured. The morale is believed to be stable. Our casualties total 339 men with 48 killed and 49 missing and the rest wounded. Morale is confident, with supply situation critical. Shouldn't be. Keep saying critical, but I think something's wrong with that there. So it's been saying that after every battle, and supply's been fine. We captured 1,009 rifles and 0 guns to the battlefield, and 271 enemy soldiers have been sent to prison camps. Alright. So I get this battle modifier knocked off. Don't know why it's not showing it. There it goes. Yeah, because that battle started at 9 a.m., I believe. Now, let's take a look at Andersonville here real fast. These soldiers I got shoved in here. Got almost 4,000 men shoved into a camp that's supposed to house 1,000. If I hit 5,000 prisoners in there, I might just parole them, because even though it's a game, I feel bad. How far are those guys retreating? Yeah, they got pretty far to go. I think they got to go all the way back up here to Cairo. Let's see. How's this siege going out west? Alright, swung heavily in our favor now. I still don't understand. So they did get an extra perk. I gave an ambulance corps, because these are Florida troops, and I just don't have very many Floridians. So having an ambulance corps is a good idea, because there's just not a lot of those guys. Unlike today, where crazy Florida men are a dime a dozen. Type in the date /crazy Florida man, and you got some weird ass story coming around. But siege train's almost there to leveling up to number 3. Limelight's is just not leveling at all, which is really pissing me off. I don't know why it's not. So we'll see what happens there. Where are you boys retreating to? Oh, they're already out of sight. Yeah, that's funny. They went out of sight of me. I do have 2 more gunboats being built. I'm not putting these out as single ships. I just don't believe that'd be realistic. I know Bramborough does it. I just can't, because I don't view it's realistic. So these are out as a pair of 2 ships, so one can be in port while one's on the river. So I got 2 more on the way to. I'll probably send them down here to overwatch this area. Winter camp's still on, but temperatures are getting slightly warmer. Probably another week or so before campaign season begins. So that should do it for this episode. What do we got up here? Why did those pop back up? So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, and you like what you see, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you've been following this series and you're enjoying the content, please hit that like button. Help me break through that YouTube algorithm and get more people seeing these videos. If you're a subscriber to this channel and you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know. I will happily oblige you. I like having character in my army, not just generic units. Let me know the uniforms, officers. If I can oblige you, I will. Weapons, if I can oblige, I will. And that should do it for now. Actually, this is going out today as a bonus episode of Saturday because I did take the day off from work. So I will see you all again tomorrow on Sunday. And I'm going to pause this right here before this battle kicks off. Alright, we're going to start the next episode with a battle. As I'm going to get that pause before that kicked. I didn't see them coming. Alrighty, so next episode, 10th Winchester. I'll see you all there.